But guys, okay, so I'm in the accounting business. We do taxes, we do tax advisory work. We calculate taxes for businesses. We calculate, whatever taxes, payroll, VAT, income tax, etc. What is this thing? I think there's a mentality that needs to be addressed amongst small business owners. Because what is this thing wherein people want their businesses to do well, they want their businesses to thrive, but they don't want the responsibility that comes with a growing business, a thriving business. And one of those responsibilities are paying taxes. We live in South Africa, our businesses are registered in South Africa. South Africa has rules, it has laws and regulations. As an accountant, I found myself in very difficult situations wherein you've received information from a particular client, you've done the calculations, you've done the workings, and whatever result that you get is showing a tax payable. The small business owner sees that and say, no, it's not possible. It's not possible. Now asking myself, okay, am I making this up? Or this is what the numbers are saying. Your business is doing well. You have to pay VAT to SARS. Your business is doing well. Provisional tax is due. You have to pay that over to SARS. Your business is doing well. You made a profit. That is great. But with profit comes tax. That's the responsibility. Income tax has to be paid. Now, I think there's a mindset thing that has to be addressed across business owners here, because there are people who, I don't know if for some reason they just don't understand how things work, in a sense that, like I said, we live in South Africa, there's laws, there's rules and everything. You want your business to do well. You go into business to make a profit. Now that you've made the profit, and now you have to pay 27% to SARS of the profit, now the problem starts, and the accountant is the bad guy, because now the accountant is the one who's presenting this issue, or is bringing this to the table. And that's why you hired me, by the way, so that I can help you calculate your taxes, I can help you manage your relationship with SARS and all of that. And I'm doing just that. I've calculated your VAT, I've given you your numbers, and now it's time to pay SARS. Hey, business owners are fighting. They are fighting with us accountants. And I think there is a mindset shift that has to be addressed in this area, because as an accountant, what must I do? I mean, I cannot make these things up. You are the one who's invoicing your clients. I mean, you want to be profitable. You want to have enough money in the business to do whatever it is that you want to do. But when I present to you the consequences of doing well, just listen to that. It comes with consequences. You do well, you pay tax. Your sales are high this month, there is a bit of a higher VAT to pay. My job is to calculate that for you and present it to you. Yes, I will make sure that everything that has to be accounted for is accounted for. I do everything in my power within my responsibility to make sure that the tax that you pay as a client is still reasonable, within the law, and all of those things. And I present it to you, and then you are angry. I think there's a mentality shift that has to be addressed, because if really, really, really you want your business to do well, how come you don't want to pay tax? Why don't you want to pay tax? Where is the gap here? Because when you do well, when you make a profit, that is the natural responsibility. It has to come with paying tax. Now, in your business, you are doing well, you're growing, you need people to come and help you. You hire people, but you don't want to pay payroll tax. There's a mindset thing here that I think business owners really, really it has to be addressed across business owners. And maybe it's an education gap, but us as accountants, we don't make the numbers up. The numbers are the numbers, and we present the numbers as they are. We work on the numbers, we work on the information that you give us, and we present it to you. And if your business has done well, I think let's first acknowledge that the business has done well. Allow me to explain why your business has done well, which you can corroborate, because you're running the business, it's your business, so there's no way I can say it did well and you don't know about it. You know about it. Allow me to explain the consequences. Allow me to plan with you what some of those consequences will look like 6 months down the line, a year down the line, which is exactly what I would do, right? But business owners are fighting us as accountants. And I think there's a mindset thing that has to be addressed across business owners. Not all business owners, to be fair. There are those who really understand how this thing works. And they really understand that as accountants, we are working with them. But I mean, as an accountant and as a person who's also running a business, I understand that I'm not going to put my business at risk, put my profession at risk by doing things that are illegal and so on, because maybe you as a business owner do not want to abide by the law. In here at first place, what we do is we normally would not even continue that relationship, because I mean, what must we do as the accountants? What must we do? You don't want to pay tax, and the consequences are that when you do well, you pay tax. When you have employees in your payroll, you put them in the payroll, you pay tax over to SARS. That's how it works. But they're just certain people that they're running their businesses, but I think their mindset is really, it's not there. It's not there. And you know what? I must give credit to those that when you explain these things to them, they really do understand it. But then there are those that really do not understand it. And unfortunately for us here, we've had to just say, you know what, it's not going to work. It's not going to work because my job is to help you do better, to do well in your business. Now, if you do well, you employ people and you make sales and do very well and make a profit, and you don't want to pay tax, where are we going here? Where are we going? Because then it doesn't look like we're going anywhere. So yeah, that's sort of one thing I thought to address and to talk about, because I always find myself in this weird position as the accountant to say, okay, we have to now do the submissions. It's time for submissions to SARS. Business owner does not agree. The numbers are there, everything is there, but they just don't agree. They don't want to pay. They just don't want to pay tax. That's it. Nothing else. They just don't want to pay tax. They know the business did well. They know there's VAT payable, but they don't want to pay. Why? Why don't they want to pay? Because my job is to help you plan. My job is to help you with cash flow management. I do that. And still, I mean, I don't know what the issue is. But guys, please help me out in the comment section. Just let me know what is the problem with paying what is due to SARS. You know, even the Bible says, pay unto Caesar what is due to Caesar. Pay the taxes. Pay whatever is due to Caesar. Pay it over. And then enjoy whatever remains. That's yours. You know, that's how it works. I mean, I don't know. Please help me out in the comment section. Have you ever come across this as a business owner? Do you want to pay what is due to the receiver of revenue? What is your attitude towards this? Because if your goal is to grow this business, eventually you have to start paying tax at some point, right? You have to start paying tax, some sort of tax, right? I mean, amen. It's very tough for us on the streets as accountants, because we are always between SARS and this business owner, wherein it's a fight. And I think in those extreme circumstances where people just want to do things that are not within the bounds of the law, we just part company with them. But for those who need help, education, we definitely go the extra mile and explain everything. Kudos to these guys who would actually understand and would actually ask for help. Say, I don't understand, help me. And that's sort of why we exist, to explain and to sort of coach and guide and do all of those things. That's our job, and we are glad to do that. But there's this extreme side of people who just don't want to pay. They know everything that has to be done, but they just don't want to pay. They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay. They want other means or some sort of escape. But it's not possible. It's really not. If you want to sell your business one day, the person who wants to buy the business will look at the tax return, say, but your financials say one thing, your tax return says something else. It's not going to work, buddy. And I mean, there are many reasons why people are in business, I suppose. Maybe you don't really want to sell, you're in it for whatever reason. But I mean, generally speaking, if I'm running a business, I want my business to be profitable. I want my business to do well. The unfortunate consequence is that when you make profit, you have to give unto Caesar what is due to Caesar. When you've reached the threshold to register for VAT, you have to register for VAT, and you have to give unto Caesar what is due to Caesar. And we know, guys, that SARS, the rules and everything are not designed to favor the business in general terms. They're not designed for you to get a refund every month. That doesn't make sense. You will get a refund here and there, but to be honest with you, I don't think these things like the VAT and all of that are designed for businesses to get refunds every month. Nah, I don't think it's like that. Chances are, most of the time, you will be having a payable to SARS, and you should get used to that if you haven't registered that. Oftentimes, I will have to be paying. That's the norm. But in the occasional event that you get a refund, that's also fine. You can get the refund. But you shouldn't be going into it and say, I'm going to get a refund. I'm going to get a refund. This is going to be an additional stream of income for my business. No, that's not how it works. That's not how the system was designed. So you must understand those things. But now, as accountants, guys, hey, it rains on us. Hey, it really rains on us. Business owners are fighting with us, but we try our best. I mean, we try our best to educate, to explain. And yeah, like I said, kudos to those who really take the time to listen and are willing to take advice and all of those things. I'm waiting to hear your comments, guys. I really wonder if you're experiencing the same thing. Accountants, please talk to me. Business owners, talk to me. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next video.